Jasmy is really starting to expand and starting to understand what they're going to build is phenomenal. Guys, we're going to talk about the expansion of Jasmy token and how it's going to be extremely successful in 2026. We're going to cover it all. Definitely some super exciting news coming from crypto. Obviously, the charts are just, they're choppy. They're doing what they're doing, but there's a big point of the method to this madness. Make sure you guys are liked and subscribed. Hit that bell notification. Watch all the way through to the end. You don't want to miss this Jasmy expansion video. Just education. Never buy or sell anything that I'm talking about here on my crypto channel. Guys, got nothing but love for you. Check down below. There are some affiliated links to some devices to get your crypto off of exchanges and take control. Not your keys, not your crypto. Look down below. All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about how Jasmy is starting to expand. Obviously, we have started, this journey with Jasmy alone. Now we have Junction, and then we have Jasmy Chain, and a bunch of other things that are starting to pop off for Jasmy. If we could go back and to the timeline and remember when Jasmy started, obviously it was just all a vision, and now it's starting to come to fruition. Now we have obviously Junction that you could actually go in there and rent out this equipment, the GPU rendering system. This is really great to be able to bring big businesses into utilizing Jasmy the way that we've wanted it to happen for a long time already. Then we have the mainnet already up and going, and then we have Jasmy Swap. So we're going to touch on some of this stuff. Guys, this is a huge expansion because now, we're getting to the stage where, the Jasmy wallet's going to come. We have, Jasmy Swap where you could actually take your tokens and swap them for Jasmy. So we're already starting to get, different avenues of being able to create and identify utility for Jasmy, which is a great thing. Why? Because, obviously we need Jasmy to be able to perform when it comes to utility. And this is a great area that we're in. Obviously, it's been a few years. There's been a lot of waiting and wondering, and now a lot of that stuff is starting to roll out. And I believe Hera's actually taking Junction and Jasmy to the next level. This is credit that this guy does not get. There's a lot of people that are just saying, hey, Hera, there's what's going on with the roadmap. We're not seeing much. You're not transparent enough, guys. But to be honest, I look at a lot of other projects that have been really transparent, and they're really in the same place. Like, you could get a guy talk about, Jasmy till he's black and blue, but if we're not doing nothing and we're not putting out any material, we're not doing we're not launching mainnets, we're not creating Junction, we're not doing any of this stuff. It really does not matter what you sit there behind the camera or you go post and tell me what it is, because at the end of the day, actions speak louder than words. And I think that, the credit is due for Hera for getting all, Jasmy together, putting it out there. Now we have Junction on the exchanges, so these are the things that we really wanted to see happen. And guys, they're starting to happen. So, if you've been a holder for Jasmy for a long time, you're not on a different boat. There's people that know and believe and have, deep, understanding that internet computer is like the biggest, baddest system there is. And look at what they've been going through. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, that there are people, not necessarily only specifically Jasmy investors. There's internet computer investors that have been, they see the magnitude of what the project could be. But this crypto market is really, really choking all these big projects. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that you're not alone. Jasmy family, we're not alone. Internet computer people that believe in Celestia, Render was supposed to be one of the biggest projects that came out. And look they're in the same boat as we are. It's all about what we're going to do to move forward. And when, the opportunity presents itself for us to go into an AltSeason, catapult up, and then, we get our returns. But what are you invested for? Are you waiting just to, see an AltSeason and then say, okay, I'm out of crypto? That's not the way to be, that's not the mindset you want to have. You want to take some profits in an AltSeason, but you really want to, put yourself in a position to be profitable for the next 10 years in crypto. And, we'll discuss some of that. But what I'm saying is your mindset. You have to be able to take profits and be able to build something else, because once you pull those profits and you blow them, that's it. They're gone. I mean, overall, it's pretty simple. You know, it's you go and you get invested in these projects. You got to understand what you're invested in. If you're not understanding what you're invested in, then it's really going to fall by the wayside when it comes to you actually having that grit to hold long enough to actually see yourself be successful in a trade. And obviously with crypto, it's so volatile, you know, that, you know, you could be in a trade and for years, right, before you actually see any true real gains. And they could be phenomenal or they could be really mediocre. It really depends on, you know, how you're positioning yourself. That's why I always say it's important for diversification. You can only, you know, you can't always go in one bag, because I believe if you go in on one bag, you're going to lose 90% of the time, because you're so dependent on having that one bag, you know, move significantly. And it's really like a recipe for failure, in my opinion. So you have to diversify out. That's why it's always great to create some sort of business plan going into any type of investment, whether it's you selling lemonade or you buying up a bunch of flowers and trying to resell them. You have to have a plan for anything you do, and that's really, really important and key in crypto. You know, get yourself a plan together. You know, look at 5 tokens that you could comfortably invest in. Look at the 5 tokens and see if they're really going to do or have any major impact for your future, the way that things are going, especially in cryptocurrency. It's good to look at on, you know, Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is already at, you know, 60, 70 grand. The lowest I could see Bitcoin coming down to is probably about 50 grand, and 45 maybe. But that's because, you know, it's proven that Bitcoin has grown over the course of the last 15 years, and it's made significant gains, and it has not revisited, you know, lower places beyond the last low bottoms. You know, they just Bitcoin continues to create higher lows all the time. And, you know, it's tougher, but, you know, understanding a system that's within cryptocurrency, this is why I say, you know, I have plays like ZBEC Network, now World Liberty Financial, Jasmy, Reactive Network. There's a lot of low cap projects that I have invested, but I do have, and I started investing in bigger market cap projects, because I think there is no limit to where market caps can go in the future of crypto. I do believe that XRP could hit $1 trillion market cap very easily. If Bitcoin could do it, any cryptocurrency can do it. And this is why I'm telling you, is that there is a pattern that you have to really watch. Bitcoin always is a leading indicator, and then you see performance, and the performance flows from high cap you know, projects trickles down into medium cap, and then it even trickles into lower caps. I have questioned meme tokens right now, because I don't know if they're still even relevant to crypto, but there are some that I am looking at or I've bought into. Let's discuss that. I mean, I can be totally honest, like when it comes to meme coins, I just bought them just because there's not I don't buy I didn't buy any meme coins because I was like, okay, this is going to be the best project ever. I bought Dodge Elon Mars, probably about 2019, 2020, because I just thought it was a cool name, right? I bought SHIB, after it did its 100 and something %,000 up. Because I didn't know. Back then, I didn't know. I didn't have no clue. I bought Bonk because I thought, you know, Bonk was going to go crazy. I still do think Bonk is going to go crazy. I got Pepe. What else? And the meme coins, Mask. I bought Mask because the homie on X. You know, he's from the neighborhood around the area. Candlewick. You know, if you follow him, shout out to that guy. It's the homie. I bought Mask because, you know, he put it in. I got crypto Twitter, because it's just a meme family. And that's what I'm saying. I got meme coins because, you know, I just wanted to have some fun. I actually tried to create a meme token on pump.fun, but I haven't really done it yet because I don't want to give up my Solana right now. I was willing to give up some, you know, a while back when we were in the high hundreds, but now it's like I'm trying to buy it. I'm trying to buy more Solana. You know, the projects that I'm really looking to buy into are, you know, my top. So if I look at, you know, screw it. I mean, I'm going to share. I think my top projects that I have, very little Bitcoin. I'm trying to buy some of that. I have quite a bit of Ethereum, Solana, XRP. XRP is like one of my bigger bags. Going into Litecoin, I've just started accumulating as much Litecoin as I possibly can. With the lower caps, I have ZBCN, ZBank network. I have Jasmy, ton of Jasmy. I have over 2.4 million tokens that I've accumulated over 4 years. I have, what else? Reactive network. I have AI Solidus. It's an AI project that is out of like, I want to say like Czechoslovakia or something, but I believe that one's going to pump because they have a big real life AI system. It's AI Solidus. I have Internet Computer. I remember 3-4 years ago, I put, 800 tokens away on that central nervous system. There's just a lot that I have out there that I have not seen anything crazy happen. So this is what I'm trying to tell you is that, the biggest bags was XRP for me. The biggest gains that I seen was XRP, Jasmy, of course, when it almost hit 6 cents. There was there was some that spiked, but generally, mostly everything that I have has been only a 3 to 6x. And, I don't think it's enough to make, me quit my day job. But here's what I'm telling you. You have to continue position yourself. But this is what I'm saying. When Jasmy hit, when XRP hit, I rolled over into other projects that I wanted to, like a little bit of Bitcoin, more Ethereum. I bought more Ethereum. I bought more Solana. I actually bought into World Liberty Financial. And this is what I'm saying. You got to take that money and reallocate it. You can't take the money and spend it because it's not, if it was hundreds and hundreds of millions, I would say, okay, you know what? Pull that shit out, have some fun, do your thing. But it's not. We got to get there. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notification. I love you guys. Take care.